just had this bow brought back to me to be checked. I popped the string on and it looks like the upper limbs lost a little bit of tension, so the brace, the distance between the string and the lower limb is a lot less than the string and the upper limb. Anyway, that was made in 2019 for a flight shoot, and I made a batch of 3 bows and kept the best for the flight shoot and reworked the other 2 as a gent's bow and a lady's bow. And interestingly, you can see the difference. The best one that I used to win a flight shoot is a whisker shorter and a bit straighter, less recurve glued into it. Anyway, that was 2019. I'll put it on the tiller so you can see what I mean. Right, it's very easy with this sort of work to overdo it. So you can see it still looks a bit stiff here, but if I eased it off until it looked right, by the time the bow had been shot in again or used, that would suddenly end up looking weak. So you've got to do a bit less than you think. I always say, take off half as much as you think you should, because you can always repeat the process and you'll slowly home in. I'll leave that strung for a few hours. I'll take it down this afternoon, leave it overnight, have a look at it tomorrow. I'll exercise it some more. I've pulled it a bit further now and it looks like it's still got its original draw weight, so that's looking quite nice, isn't it? 24, 25, 26 inch draw. Give it some exercise. It's certainly a lot better than it was. It wasn't just a few scrapes, I'll show you. Yeah, I took a rasp to it with my fine cabinet rasp, mostly blended that back in, so rather than the sort of riser starting here, it's gone in a bit more, and just taken it's a sort of slightly squarish cross section, so you can see I've just eased off the corners a little, avoiding that knot. I don't want to work onto that pin. Obviously the tool marks will get taken out with a scraper, but I'll leave that to settle and we'll see how she goes. But it's nice that it's not really lost any draw weight. Right, I've left it strung most of the day, and the arrow pass is there for it to be shot left-handed, so I put a bit of tape there and shot it my normal right-handed way, and it's blisteringly fast. It's still a little bit asymmetric, so running my fingers down I can feel we're slightly fat there still, and there's like a thin bit there. You can see where the bamboo's a bit thicker here, so I might just a few scrapes here and a little more there, leave it overnight, give it some more exercise in the morning. I think I only shot about 3 arrows, but I'll do a little bit more, shoot some more arrows tomorrow. I've done a little bit more easing off where there's a couple of slight thick points sort of corresponding to the nodes in the bamboo, but most of the work's been here. You can see it's much more symmetrical now. I've twisted the string up sort of 5 turns because the brace height's supposed to be between 5.5 and 6, and it was just a little bit low. It was about 5.25. So let's give it some exercise. I've shot it as well. I've probably shot, I don't know, 10 arrows through it or something. Let's try and get one out of the way. Yeah, so it's still 50 at 28, so it's not really lost any draw weight. I'll pop the string off so we can see the relative recurve of each limb. I think the left is a little more reflexed or recurved, whatever you want to call it. And because of that, it does need to be that little bit stiffer looking there, because if I made them look identical, braced, then it would look weak at full draw. There we are. Just pop the string off. There, that's it balanced against the wall. Don't know if you can see that. But yeah, you can see the right limb. So probably what's happened is the right limb's just pulled out slightly. It looks like maybe there the reflex has pulled out a little bit. So you can see the shape, that's the shape of the bow, and that imbalance really needs to remain there at brace and full draw. But there comes a point where you can't have it too imbalanced, else it just looks ridiculous and it won't shoot properly, and the string will be in danger of flipping off at that end and all the rest of it. Anyway, I think we're there now. Take out the odd mark with a little bit of 120 sandpaper and a damn good waxing. We all like a damn good waxing, don't we, boys and girls?